It was election night in Georgia and people have turned up in unprecedented numbers. After a November deadlock, the U.S. state prompted a final runoff this month. The polls have closed and results are just trickling in. But U.S. media projections show that it is fairly early to call the race. The contest is between Democratic Senator Raphael Warnock and Republican challenger Herschel Walker. This runoff is crucial for both the state and the Senate. The winner will make history. Whoever wins will be the first black person from Georgia to be elected to a full Senate term. And in terms of the Senate, the Democrats have already secured their control. But they are eyeing for more. The Blue Party does not want to rely on Vice President Kamala Harris's tie-breaking vote at all times. With one more seat at the Senate, the party will control more key committees. This election is Warnock's fourth campaign in 2 years, and for Walker, it is an uphill battle to unseat the incumbent. Take a listen to some comments made by the two leaders ahead of the voting.
And I know that it's been a long journey. I know this is my fifth time. This is the fifth time my name's been on the ballot. So I am fully acquainted with tired. But let me tell you my definition of tired this morning. Having to be represented by Herschel Walker for 6 years. That, my friends, will be exhausting.
That's the reason we're going to win this election, because right now Georgia is looking for a senator that's going to speak for them. Raphael Warnock has not spoken for Georgia. Everyone knows that, and they never said anything about it. Right now, I'm going to speak for the Georgia people. The Georgia people are good people.
The trend was similar back in November also. Democrat Warnock came out with an early lead. But as night fell, the in-person votes were counted and Republican Walker took the lead. This is what makes the state so competitive. Georgia is among those states that are being seen as litmus tests for the 2024 election. Walker has been endorsed by Donald Trump throughout the campaign days. Many Republicans have blamed the former president's continued presence for their underperformance. This will surely affect Trump's bid for 2024 presidential election. On the other hand, Raphael Warnock has not even called President Joe Biden to his campaign trail. Democrats quietly made clear to the White House that a visit by Biden would not be helpful. In other states like Arizona, this has led to a major boost for blue candidates. But the midterms are not just a career decider for these candidates. As we speak, Biden is weighing on his own re-election bid. And a state like Georgia will be crucial again in 2024. And for more on this, our correspondent Susan Teherani has sent us this report from New York.
Polls have officially closed in Georgia's runoff election between incumbent Raphael Warnock, a Democrat, and his Republican contender, Herschel Walker. Walker is a newcomer politician backed by Donald Trump, while the Democrat incumbent, Raphael Warnock, hopes that he can stay in power, beating Walker. For the Democrats, Georgia is important. They've been pouring a lot of money into this race. Raphael Warnock has raised more money than any other 2022 midterm candidate. One of the reasons for this is progressives hope that should Warnock win, perhaps Georgia will become a battleground state for 2024. After all, Georgia was traditionally at one point a Republican. However, back in 2020, they did vote for Joe Biden. However, Republicans are optimistic that perhaps Herschel Walker, a newcomer, will go to Washington. Susan Teherani reporting from New York for WION World is One.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.